I talk, you listen. Welcome to my one-man panel of madness. Alright, welcome back. This is Doctor Gio Who, and let's see, we're talking today about episode 2, The Ghost Monument, which I thought was really good. I actually liked it. It was kind of creepy. The new monsters on the planet Desolate were very new, at least to the world of Doctor Who. I don't think we've seen anything like that. Fabric that comes to life and kills you. But yeah, pretty cool episode. The opening, finally got to see it. You know, it goes back to, I think, probably the third Doctor's opening sequence. And if you haven't seen them, you really should. But it just has that kind of, I guess you say it could go back to the first and second Doctor's way opening titles. But this one is just a little bit more colorful, more crystalline. I think that's the way I always explain Segun's music is very crystalline, and I think there's like a whole theme of crystals. The sonic screwdriver is made from a crystal, and the TARDIS interior, which we finally got to see, that was also crystalline in nature. The music, again, just has this kind of what I think crystals sound like if they had a sound or a voice. So I think it was pretty cool. I love the opening. Some people have said they missed the TARDIS, but if you really think about it, the TARDIS wasn't really introduced in the opening sequence until the fourth Doctor. I think. Yeah, I think so. I might be wrong. I'm thinking about the third Doctor's last opening sequence before the Tom Baker series began, but I think it is, yeah. Tom Baker was the one, the fourth Doctor began with the TARDIS appearing in the opening title. So, I think it's good. We need something different. We need something fresh, and I definitely think that this does that. The music is a little different than the closing music we heard during the first week episode of Doctor Who. So I like it. The drums are a little bit more subdued, which is good. They're not very strong. So I really like that as well. Now the Timeless Child, that was brought up by the remnant, or the species that was left over on the planet that kills everybody, the cloth that kills. So what's this thing about the Timeless Child, the one that an outcast, abandoned, unknown? So that'd be interesting to see what Chris Chibnall has up his sleeve on this one. We know that the Doctor has always been different, even when we go back to Listen in Series 8. The Doctor's in that barn by himself. He doesn't really mesh well with the other boys, apparently. He seems like he's an orphan. But we have heard even me or Ashildr say, you're a highborn of Gallifrey, but is he really? Then when you go to books like Longbarrow, if you're a fan of classic Doctor Who and the books, there's a great book titled Longbarrow, which explains that the Doctor actually has cousins, and they're actually not born through biological means, but through looms. They're sort of grown, and each house has a specific number of cousins, and so you start to think about the whole thing with Susan, being the granddaughter to the Doctor and so forth. So I'm very interested to see what that means, the Timeless Child. So I guess we'll have to see. But finally, the TARDIS. I have to say, the first scene of her running towards the TARDIS was just cinematic. I mean, just that shot looked something out of Lord of the Rings, and I really, really, really liked it. But even the whole little, moment before had, come to daddy, mummy. I mean, I think that moment made it for a lot of people. It was really nice. But there was just so much emotion that she gave when, she got back to the TARDIS, that it's just very emotional. You kind of get a little teary-eyed because she really missed her one and true companion, which has always been the TARDIS. And, the interior, of course, not everybody's going to like it, but I love crystals. I've always liked crystals. I think they're beautiful. They grow from the earth. They've been used for millions of years, from everything from jewelry to healing to electronics and things like that. So, I like it. I really do. I think it's more alien, which is cool. Sometimes the TARDIS tends to look a little bit too humanoid, or human, sorry. But so yeah, that's what I have this week. Love the episode. Really liked all the new characters and storylines, and I guess we'll have to see what more comes from it. So listen back next time.